to bite my tongue a little bit until we get Stix up in here to talk about this game. But your Dallas Mavericks ended up taking an L to the Indiana Pacers, led by none other than our former coach, Rick Carlisle. So many things we could talk about tonight, man. So many things we could touch on about this game. Again, soon as we get started, soon as we get rolling, we got 30 minutes to just basically banter with y'all. This is a vent session. A vent session like no other, especially on a frustrating loss like this one was tonight. We're about to deep dive into everything as much as possible. I guarantee you Stix is on a hot one. He is pissed off. And I'm trying to keep my composure. But I don't know for how much longer, man. How much longer? Like, it is, this was very disappointing. And there's quite a bit of things that needs to be said about this game. So, yeah, man. Without further ado, I'm going to sound the siren because we are in trouble and we need to get Stix up in here, man. Ring the alarm. Ring the alarm.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
What's up, Stix? How you feeling?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, how many times can you lose to the same coach over and over and over and over again before you people realize Jason Kidd is the problem with this team? Rick Carlisle coached Jason Kidd. He coached Luka. He knows how to beat us. And Jason Kidd makes Miles Turner look like the greatest NBA player in the history of basketball every time he plays against us.
Oh.
But no, I'm the crazy one because I keep being told I'm crazy. Because why would I want Lively to shoot those threes? Now, granted, Lively was injured. But why would we want our big man to shoot a three? I don't know. Maybe because then you got to protect out there and then it leaves the lane wide open. I don't know. Maybe because Rick Carlisle is a better fucking coach. That's why. This is the vent session, so I ain't keeping the cuss words off. Because that's ridiculous to watch that game. 2 years in a row, we have gotten absolutely obliterated by Rick Carlisle. What's the excuse? Oh, Lively was out? Rick Carlisle is missing 2 of his backup centers for the season. Neesmith didn't play. Nembhard was questionable. So what's the excuse?
Well, what is the excuse?
There isn't one. Besides, Jason Kidd doesn't know how to coach. He only knows how to play one way. And if it don't work, and if Luka isn't God mode, then it doesn't work.
Nope.
It's infuriating to watch one coach be able to embarrass your team every single time you play them. What was our defensive rating again?
We were top 3 in the league.
Gotta fix
we were
the
top
stupid
3.
ticker. It says we freaking win.
We were top 3 in the NBA in defensive rating. I am pretty sure after tonight we probably won't even be top 10. The score was 134 to 127. The Pacers beat the Dallas Mavericks. We couldn't complain about fouls here. They were somewhat fair. That was a questionable call in the first quarter, but other than that, they were down the middle. They shot 56% from the field. Insane. Both of the teams, it was a high scoring affair. Low turnovers. Wow. Rebounds, assists was there. Everything was there, especially fast break points and points in the paint, which the Pacers dominated, which was a concern of mine. I just didn't think, knowing that this team beat us twice last year, even dating back to the previous season before that, I thought the Mavericks would have been prepared for this. It's not like the Pacers had this extravagant changeover on their
points in the paint. 76. And Cam DeHooper, I'm tired of everybody making an excuse for why it's never Jason Kidd's fault. It's Jason Kidd's defense that left Miles Turner wide open on the three. It's Jason Kidd's defense that leaves guys wide open at the mid-range floater every game. It's Jason Kidd's offensive play that doesn't get the ball to the right players. It's Jason Kidd's stupid decisions to put Dwight Powell in for 5 seconds instead of like Omax. Where's Hardy? Where is our young energy? Oh, Luka's tired. Well, maybe Luka shouldn't be playing so many minutes.
You want to know how many minutes Jaden Hardy got tonight?
0. Because he made a couple of mistakes early in the season. But PJ Washington can't hit the broadside of a barn tonight. Did he sit?
Nope.
If PJ Washington even hits 30%, we probably win this game.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't excuse us giving up 134 points. And every time we play the Pacers, we can't stop them.
Also coming out to these slow starts is hurting your team as well. When you're having to be down by 15 points and to come back the rest of the game, you're already at a disadvantage. Maybe if you started the game on the right foot, you could have edged them out and beat them by a couple of points. This is embarrassing. This is a bad loss. Like, it was a bad loss all the way around. Like, they were not shooting well from three. Halliburton has not been that great this season. You know, I talked about Turner being an X factor. Damn, was he ever? You know, Turner ended up getting 30 points, 11 rebounds, 5 for 8 from three. I mean, damn, right? Ben Mathurin, 16 points, 7 rebounds. Halliburton, 25 points. I mean, their entire starting 5 were in double digits, and then they had 2 other players in double digits. McConnell also had 12 points. The Mavericks, they had only 5 players in double digits. And Dwight Powell got 7 minutes. Crazy. Here's also the other thing, though. You know, besides PJ Washington being pretty grotesquely inefficient today, 0 for 5 from 3, Luka Doncic did put up 24 shots. And thankfully it was 40% from 3, but 9 from 24 everywhere else. And that hurts. The efficiency hurts. I mean, Klay Thompson was 50% today. He was 4 for 8 from 3, 6 for 12 from the field. But PJ Washington giving you a 0 burger from the 3 on 5 attempts, that hurts. There's a lot of things.
And his last one looked like what would that air ball, the last one he shot, wide open.
Yep.
Why wasn't Naji in the game more? Naji was carrying this team. Why didn't he pick up a lot more minutes tonight? Why didn't Hardy get the chance to come in and score some offense?
Well,
if we couldn't keep up with their speed, why wasn't Omax in since he's a young, energetic defender? No, because Jason Kidd loves him some Dwight Powell. Because that worked out great tonight.
Yep. Yeah, man, people will tell you, oh, well, he's got in there. He was a +6. I look at his stat sheet: 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks, 0 turnovers, 0 points. Like, he was just out there to be out there. And I get it. You're a +6 while you're out there, but are you a +6? You know?
That's why the plus-minus stats in one game are irrelevant.
Right. Like, did you actually help us, or was it the depth lineup that got us back into this game, even though, you know, we were down by quite a bit? The pace, man. We talked about this going into the game, that the Pacers play with pace. You know, like they run up and down the court, and
talk about pace, right? You saw the end of the game, right? We're down by 10, and Kyrie comes up with 1:40 and is dribbling the ball at the top of the key like we're going to run a 24-second clock. What are you doing? Where's Jason Kidd going? Come on. And then Luka's last 2 shots? What are you doing, Luka? We're down by 8. We don't need another 2. It's the coaching, because it happens year after year. And when it happens every time the game starts slow, it's the coach. When there's always an excuse, it's the coach. When the defense can't play against the same teams every time, it's the coach strategy. He went to zone, and we got murdered in the zone.
It worked for a second. It worked for a second, and then that was about it after that.
How many times did they do that, fake the pick and roll and run right by one of our guys for an easy layup, and three of our dudes are like standing there going, oh, where'd he go? Oh, where'd he go? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, there you go. Hardy was lighting it up in preseason. Started the first game of the year, did good. Second game, okay. He comes in on that game, and Omax and him get a foul within 30 seconds, and he took both of them away ever since then. These young guys are going to make mistakes. Luka's out here getting his ass burned tonight. Kyrie's out losing the ball left and right, getting stripped. Careless strips. But Hardy and Omax aren't allowed to make a mistake? Y'all want to tell me that I shouldn't throw, Jason Kidd has every right to throw his team under the bus. No, because what Jason Kidd tells his young guys is don't ever F up because you're never going to get a chance again. You want to talk about killing someone's ability to play? Sit them on the bench every time they make a single mistake while you watch your superstars make boneheaded, lazy mistakes constantly with no consequences. And if you've ever been an employee that busted their ass and watched people be lazy and get away with it, you realize real quick, why the hell should I try? Yeah. What's the incentive for Hardy? What's the incentive?
It's demoralizing to your players because they feel like they're walking on eggshells. Like, I can't mess up. And it's just... What's sad about it is, if Maxey comes back, you already know he has a spot on his team already, although he can never stay on the court. Like, he has an automatic spot. And, I say this over time and time and again. We say this all the time. We want kid to be successful, but damn it, when you got the previous head coach that comes in here and just exposes you as a defensive player, as a defensive minded coach, and exposes your defense and you're not able to adjust to it. Like, a way to kill pace is to slow it down. Play half court. Make easier buckets. Stop matching 3 for 3s. We were matching 3s, and yes, we were shooting good. We were in the game, but when it got close, why didn't we just slow it down? Like, we did everything we could to get back in that game. All right, so here's like the strategy to things, right? When you're down and you bust your ass to get back in that game, you are expending energy. When you get it close, at that point, all right, let's get back to our normal style of play. Let's slow it down and let's force them to play to our pace. We kept playing their pace. Like, that's to their strength. Like, it blows my mind sometimes. Like I know I'm not an NBA or anything like that, but I'm just like, even when I'm playing basketball, Stix, and I know we had to do certain things unorthodox or uncharacteristically to get back into certain games, and we get close, that's when you isolate and you find your mismatches and then attack the weaknesses. We didn't do that at all. Like, there was no strategy behind it. It was just run around, find a wide open 3 and shoot it. It just, there was no strategy. And you're able to get close as we got because you have so much talent. But what is missing is the in-game adjustments that we just did not see tonight. There's been times Kid has shown it. Not tonight. That was avoided fucking element from Jason Kidd that lacked tonight, and we didn't get that tonight. And that's the sad part about this. That's the sad part. But yeah. Again, this is the vent session, so not only are we ones venting, y'all in the comments can vent as well. So Stix, you want to read some venting comments, or should I start reading some?
Daniel M. I guess Daniel M. thought the Cowboys were going to be worth the crap, so he's back to supporting us and the Mavs again since he realized the Cowboys suck. You didn't realize that 4 games ago? Okay. Anyway, let's not get on that tangent. Basically everybody's agreeing. Here's the thing. Like, it's just like what's going on in our Twitter chat right now, right? You get the same thing. HKS, Luka plus Kyrie barbecue chicken on defense all night while huffing and puffing, but kid is too prideful to play hardy, right? JR Talk Show, lack of urgency. Richard, good thing is at least Luka could just play now because the MVP's over. Jesus. Vogel Dinosaur, you tell D Live was missed. You can. Lively is one of our defensive, he keeps everybody in rhythm, and he helps. Hardy looked pissed off on the bench. Hardy's a hell of a defender. J Kidd tripping. JR again. Black, I'm with you. Fire Jason Kidd. I never left it, and I just took it away for now, so everybody leave me alone. JR Talk Show, Kyrie couldn't guard a damn thing out there. Frank, we need Omax to play so he can develop and not play peg leg Maxi. It's the same. Everybody's in agreement.
Wait, who said peg leg Maxi? Who said that?
Frank. You should know that's a Frank thing. So
that's
Aaron
crazy. Yo, that is
Rick Carlisle stuck it up for his bro Donnie Nelson. The lawsuit just dismissed today. It's like. I'm not disagreeing with Cam up here where he's saying, why not blame Luka? The dude was a cone today. I will blame Luka. His poor shot selection. It was poor.
Yeah,
but
it was.
This offense is Jason Kidd's offense.
He did get his 15 assists.
Did he get a 15? Is that what he was?
Yeah, he got his 15 assists. That's what I expect from Luka, is to have 15 assists with this team. Is just his efficiency, bro. It's not Luka-like right now. 34 points, 15 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 turnovers. Great stats. It's the efficiency. Great free throws.
Let's go on a positive moment for a minute. Player of the game, without a doubt, Naji the Knife Marshall. 20 points. Should have been in the game more. How many more points did Naji have? Minutes? Have you looked that up?
Yeah, he had 34 minutes tonight. He got a lot.
Give him 40. Shit.
Yeah.
He's got energy.
He was a plus 5 in his minutes in the 34 minutes he was out there.
5 rebounds, 6 assists, 89% field goal percentage.
That's amazing. Man, salute.
He should have had the ball more. Why doesn't Jason Kidd? Should we go back to that quote from Noah Weber about Jason Kidd talking about no matter what Carlisle has, he has the ability to adapt to the players around instead of what he tried to build? Well, you had a guy in Naji Marshall shooting 89% tonight, yet you didn't let him facilitate? You didn't rest Luka when he was off? You didn't put Hardy in, give some young guys some energy to compete with the Pacers? You didn't let Naji continue to run the offense because he was doing a phenomenal job at it tonight? No, why as a coach would I do that? Why would I ride the hot hand? Why would I do what's working? Oh, because I'm Jason Kidd. And I'm an idiot. That's why. And he's probably in the presser right now, blaming his team instead of taking accountability like usual.
Yep. That's coming. That's about to happen.
To be fair, Luka got away with a bunch of bullshit free throws tonight because the refs suck. If it wasn't for the refs giving Luka free throws, Luka played like shit. He got a bunch of real ticky-tack calls tonight. So I'll be fair both ways. We shouldn't have got a bunch of those free throws.
Yeah. Nope. Here's the other thing. We're 1-2 on this homestand. And when you looked at this homestand, you saw wins after wins. If this team was playing to their potential, not having Lively tonight changed things as well. You could have won this game. You could have won. You got 14 points from Dinwiddie, ladies and gentlemen. You got 14 points from Dinwiddie, 20 from Marshall, 16 from Clay. What in what world would we need more than that when you got Luka and Kyrie? So it's a tough look. It's a tough loss. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way to put it. It is rough game. And it's just we're what now? 4-3, and it's just all right, well, every time we get a win, the record looks good, and then we get a loss, and it's just like, who is this team, right? And yes, it's still early. People's, oh, we got a long season ahead of us, but it's just like, it's kind of like the Cowboys. When we beat the Browns, I was like, I don't believe in this team because of this, and this, and that. I'm not going to get into that. But the biggest X factor ever right now has been and is still going to be Jason Kidd. And I know people are going to be like, oh, he made the Western Conference Finals. Oh, he made the NBA Finals. Again, to make this simple for people to understand, when you got talent like a Luka Doncic, it's like having a prime LeBron James. It's like having, like Jason Kidd himself, having an MJ on your team, it's like having one of those guys. It's like having one of those guys when those guys can take you to certain levels and take you to certain places without the need for great coaching. Like, that's how elite Luka Doncic is. That's how elite of a running mate Kyrie Irving is, and having all the players that they have around them. The thing to get them over the hump, which you saw it in the Celtics series, is you need a 3-point shooting, but you also needed in-game adjustments. And Jason Kidd, you go back to my channel 3 years ago before I started doing pre-games, I've always said Jason Kidd was the biggest X factor for this team. He continues to be that because of these in-game moments where he is unable to adjust to certain things. And that's just always going to be like in the back of my mind, always a big worry about, hey, what the hell we're going to do in this game today?
My camera's going to
sometimes he has it.
Be right back on.
Okay. Sometimes he has it. Other times he just doesn't, y'all. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Daniel says, although I am a little disappointed about the loss, I'm not worried as much, but I'm concerned about Clay. He only had 16 points tonight, I believe. Hey, Daniel, that 16 points was on 50% shooting. It was great. That was good. I'll take that. Dinosaur says, wasted a Dinwiddie game. I'm confident in Dinwiddie. I was happy with the signing. I think him coming in for Luka Doncic is going to be great. So I'm not mad at it at all. Lil John says Luka is still crying and doing too much foul baiting. It was working for him though. He had 15 free throws today. The complaining in the fourth quarter is an issue because there's times where, again, to make it simple for new people that haven't been here, whenever you're complaining to the ref on one side, that means your team is facing the offenses 4-on-5, and it creates disadvantages. It creates easy pockets to pass through and get easy buckets. So that's why instead of complaining to the ref, get back on defense so we're not giving up 2 easy points because you're trying to get a point across. Dana says, Shaq said that Clay needs to average 20 to get the Mavs a shot into the playoffs again. I don't know about that one. I don't know. When you got Naji giving you 20, you don't need Clay to get you 20 every night either. You really need 15 from Clay and 15 from Naji. That would be perfect, honestly. Latte says Clay averaging 15 to 18 points per game is good for me. Yeah, I agree, Latte. Dinosaur said, he said Clay needs to average 20 for the chip. Oh, okay. Yeah. That might. Well, yeah. If Clay's averaging 20, it's different. But Frank says, Maxi is a pirate. He needs an eye patch and a parrot here. That comment is hilarious. Frank, that is crazy. That is crazy.
Kid is another Doc Rivers is accurate. JR, thoughts on Gafford tonight? I thought Gafford, as usual, when Gafford has to be the man, can't do it. He can't play against the big guys. He gets too scared. But here's okay. So I want to go off something about this though. I've been saying that Lively needs to be able to shoot the three. Gafford also has been doing a lot of 3-point shooting in the offseason. We also saw them do a lot of driving. Did you notice at that one point I think it was either late third or fourth, Gafford got the ball and he hesitated I need to pass, and it's like he instinctively just said, screw this, I'm just going to drive on Miles and score.
Yeah.
I don't think that's Gafford and Lively choosing not to use their abilities. I think Jason Kidd is telling them they're not allowed to do it.
I agree. I think that's what it is.
I think Jason Kidd wants to have his control over the offense, and he won't let guys use their real abilities. That's what I think's going on.
When Rick Carlisle was here, we had a number one offense. We had a season-breaking number one offense the last season Rick Carlisle was here. We had the number one offense. Like, it was a record-breaking offense at that time.
Yeah.
And then he left, and guess who broke that record? The Indiana Pacers. So he knew something about Luka Doncic and his offensive styles and how to maximize it. And I think Jason Kidd said, I'm going to just try to, keep what y'all developed here with that and keep it going. And it's basically the same Rick Carlisle offense, just not as ran as well as Rick Carlisle was able to do it. Rick Carlisle's a mastermind in being able to call plays from the sideline. Jason Kidd is more like, hey, y'all go figure it out. And sometimes when you need to maximize a star potential, you got to be able to reel them in a little bit. You can't always just be like, hey, it's a kindergarten class. Y'all do whatever y'all want. It's recess all day. No, we got to study. We got to, hey, at this point, when I call this play, we got to do what this play says. And there's been times when it comes out of timeouts, fabulous play calls. Tonight it happened. That little what is it? It was an out of timeout. Play was coming off of like a little curl screen. Boom, got hit right. It was a perfect play. Set it for a 3, he knocked it down. Here's it, and then he doesn't.
Here's the point. This is why I talk so much crap. Gina Kim, I thought Kid said he had the green light. Kid said Lively can handle and shoot the 3, though. He at least acknowledged it. What Kid says publicly is a lie. That's what y'all need to realize. Nothing Jason Kidd says publicly is of any value. It's just that simple. He just tells you what you want to hear. He doesn't actually follow through with it. And the fastest way to kill good talent, young talent, and this goes not with basketball, this goes with anything in your business, in where you work. If you're in management and you have young kids that are energetic and are good at what they do, the fastest way to kill that is to never give them a chance. Lively is literally hurt himself. Probably Kid said he doesn't know how he got hurt. I know that's bullshit too. But the fastest way to run it is that you just never let him do it. And that's what's happening. He never lets him do it. Why would you make him practice all the time and then never let him do it?
Yeah.
Lively's not even looking to run the offense unless he's this far from the basket. That's it.
Yeah, and at the fan jam, we saw Gaffer pull up for 3. We saw Lively hit a 3. Like, we saw it. Like, I was like, damn, who are these guys, right? So it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. One's dying.
Ty wants. You want to answer that question from Ty on X?
What's realistically a good trade package for us out there? Nothing. There isn't. Unless you're trying to trade Kyrie in a package to go get Giannis, there isn't one. And if you trade Kyrie, you know how bad that looks on the Dallas Mavericks. You're in a tough spot. You can't trade him. You can't trade none of your big names. And then if you try to trade Maxey and say a Hardy, who are you gonna get for him? Who y'all want? Y'all want who's the power forward for the Bucks? I forgot his name. Like,
are you talking about Portis?
Is Portis moving the needle for you? Like, is that what we need? I don't think we need any of that. I just think we need better coaching. Like, that's all it comes down to. You have what you need.
By the way, enjoy the color changing. I'm trying to figure out some stuff with my camera at nighttime. So I'm just messing with all you talk.
Yeah, it's frustrating, man. It's frustrating. I know we lost, but if y'all don't mind dropping a like on this video, it goes a long way. As you know, we do a short post-game show, and so it's just the vent session for us to chat it out. Daniel M says that Southwest Division is going to be good this year. Houston looks good. Memphis is young but upcoming, and San Antonio has Wemby and Paul. Memphis been in that the whole thing for a while. They just haven't done anything with it. Gina Kim says Hardy should have been in this game. This was a perfect game for him. He would have given us energy and youth. Same with Omax. Agreed. I'm actually frustrated that Hardy didn't play at all. Like in this game. Like, he got run in the last game in the garbage time and got nothing tonight. Nothing. Like, we ran Luka playoff minutes. We ran Kyrie playoff minutes. why didn't we run Hardy? Like, I don't get it. Ahmed says Mavs offense is too stagnant. That they need to play more pace. Ball got to move. When you got Luka, the problem with Luka is he going to listen to you and change that style of offense? That's going to be tough.
See, that's the thing, though. That's the thing.
What?
That's why Carlisle isn't here. Luka didn't want to listen to what Carlisle wanted to do. And because Mark Cuban is such a word I'm not going to say on here, he catered to the player instead of catering to the coach. And sometimes young, and I was a young guy who was like pretty aggressive. Like I thought I knew how to do everything when I was in my 20s and I started getting into management. I started, having a say so in jobs. Yeah. And we get a little pushy. And the right coach can put that in check and still get performance. But it's the ownership's job at that point to say, you need to listen. He's got experience. He's won a championship. He knows what he's talking about. But Mark Cuban, I just want to get along and everybody love me, even though I'm an absolute piece of crap. And I had to bring in St. Marshall to clean up my organization because of all the sexual allegations and all the problems. But I'm the moral person in here, and I love everybody. Yeah, maybe you should have let Carlisle do his job. I can guarantee you, if Carlisle had Nico Harrison and the current ownership allowing the moves that have been happening to go on, Rick Carlisle would have won multiple championships with the Dallas Mavericks and Dirk Nowitzki. Oh, yeah. Mark Cuban screwed Dirk, and he's on the verge of screwing Luka the same way.
I see Don in the comments says, Daddy chill.
Daddy chill.
Daddy chill.
I hate how every time we drive, we get no calls, but when they drive, they get calls. I thought it was called kind of fairly today.
Tonight it was pretty fair.
Yeah, tonight was kind of fair. Scott says, I just came in here to say I was getting shit in the private chat for saying kid sucks. From who? If it was our private chat, we're not giving you crap for that.
Oh,
look at the poll.
Kid Muse is.
Huh?
Kid Muse is
look at the poll.
Given.
The poll says who's to blame? 27 votes. 81% of y'all saying Jason Kidd. I agree with the poll.
I'm gonna be honest. I think honestly, the Mavs got away with fouls. I've already made that clear. I think this is the first time it's been in our favor.
Yeah. Don says, refs played a fair. What game were you watching? Hey, I was watching it, bro. Like, Luka was getting away with some tacky stuff. We got a bogus call against us, though. The Turner dunk on Luka, that should have been a foul on Turner.
Push down.
That was bogus. Man. Yeah, that was bogus. But as ticky-tack as it did get, I thought it was more fair than the previous games. The Suns game was crap. The Houston Rockets game was disgusting. Last night's game was just a blowout. This game, it was more fair. We just didn't execute, and we had a horrible game plan to deal with that. The AA61486. Luka's style of play is a huge issue for this team. Free flow offense is the best. Coaching is bad. Agreed. Gina Kim, not refs.
Gina Kim, why are you saying the refs are absolute trash? Like, this is the first game that the fouls weren't that bad. Like, they actually, for the most part, let the guys play. That's what I've been asking. I don't expect, we were getting away with calls. They were getting away with calls. Luka was getting a lot of ticky-tack calls.
Check this stat out, Stix. The Pacers had 18 fouls called on them, and the Mavericks had 18. 16 and 18. That's right down the middle. That's not.
And we were in the bonus early in the fourth.
Yeah, that's 34 foul calls in a game. That's not a foul per minute. That is way less. You got more action this game. This game was actually fairly entertaining, besides being annoyed because of our team. Other than that, the refs were really not involved in this game that much, to be honest with you.
No, they weren't.
And if I'm going to be fair, I can't complain about the refs every single time, especially when it's not even a foul a minute. If it's a foul a minute, I'm going to complain. But this wasn't as bad as previous games.
So and I thought every time we got, like Miles Turner got away with one, and like 2 plays later, Luka got away with one. It was so minor. I'm like, yeah, I posted on Twitter. I was like, that's a makeup call, if anything. That's not. You can't give that
So
foul.
so they're asking me to look up the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look up on the play-by-play, and I'm gonna look for fouls when a foul was called. The first shooting foul came at the 7-minute mark, I believe. I'm looking. Yeah, looks like my bad. First foul was at the 10-minute mark. The second one was at the 7-2-minute mark. The next one was at the 6:52. The one after that, 6:13. The next one was at 4:45. The next one after that was at 1:54. And then the next one after that, there was only like 4 foul calls in this game in the fourth quarter. What game were you watching, bud? I don't know. Pull me stats. Like I'm big on
hold on,
proof,
but here's
right?
the thing.
I'd rather
Rashford
do my
looked
homework.
trash. Foster looked. This is the point, Gina. I want that. I want there not to be foul calls because it goes both ways. It's who wants it more. In the playoffs, you don't get a lot of foul calls. It's who wants it more. They call the really blatant ones. I've been bitching about 45 foul calls, and now because they don't call foul calls in a game, you're bitching about that. Like, do you want them to play, or do you want foul calls? I would rather let the grown-ass men on the court make their decision of who wants it more. That's how I want to see basketball played. Catch the double dribbles, catch the traveling, out of bounds, blatant hacking. The obvious ones, it's like you got to call those. Outside of that, let them play.
Yeah.
That's what I want to see.
Let 'em play.
That's better basketball. That's why we like playoff basketball.
So they let them do. They let them do how to play the game, man. Like, I think we got some. Let me see. Do we got some stats from today's game?
What is Morris's purpose on the team? Morris's purpose is supposedly to be the veteran leadership that helps us keep our heads straight and motivates our guys, and it doesn't work. There you go.
Hold on. From date, what's today?
I will agree with that, but honestly, even the one that Miles Turner, I think they should have let go when they called Gafford. If you'd have reviewed that, Gafford puts his hand like right here, his left hand before he goes up to give him that brace. You weren't going to get that overturned because Gafford made first contact here. If Gafford had been like this, I would have agreed. But when he rewatched that one, he did put his hand out and extended into Turner before he came up for that block. So, again, I would rather, especially since Miles was way out of position, no way he could have dunked that, I would have rather that not been called. I think they should have let that go. There was also one on Kyrie that they should, but I saw us get away with crap too. Like, I saw us hack some guys, and it's like, yeah, we got away with that one. But that's okay. As long as it's both ways, I don't care.
Yeah.
Again, let the grown-ass men on the court handle their business. That's what I want.
Yep. The free throws are great tonight for Dallas. 20 for 25 is a great sign because I know the Mavs struggled to make free throws in the past. We got veteranship with Kyrie and Dinwiddie. Powell Morris is just taking up a spot in my opinion. Agreed. Yeah, I was trying to pull up some stats. The def lineup was good tonight. Offensive rating of 129. Defensive rating was not that great, but 119. Plus net rating of 9.7 tonight with the def lineup, which is Kyrie, Clay, PJ, Doncic, and Naji Marshall. I love that def lineup, but yeah. All right, man. Ready? Should we end this show tonight? Ready to call it?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I guess.
I've had enough yelling at this game. It's.
We did, Gina Kim. We did waste some Naji masterclass. Like, that was what a perfect game by Naji, man. He had a great game today. But that's how it goes. We ended up having to.
I just wanted all y'all to know that everybody that's in here in agreement with us with Fire Kid. For every one of us to think Jason Kidd needs to be fired, there's another person completely apologizing and blaming the players. And this is why coaches never get fired because we got Western Conference Finals and we got the finals 2 out of 3 years. He's going to get a pass regardless. The coaches get a pass when the players are this good. And we're going to have to deal with this just like we did last year. Jason Kidd sitting with his hands in his pockets. Do you see Rick Carlisle running up and down, yelling and being active, engaged?
I kind of miss it.
Jason Kidd goes, I'm just sitting here.
Great heavens!
I'm just sitting here. Oh, man. And then he gets up and he's like, hold on, let me get up. And he gets up and he's like, hey, what happened there? Why didn't you give us a phone call? Oh, okay, I'll go sit back down.
Come on now, dog.
But before we head out of here,
I just asked you a question.
And I'm giving you a fucking answer.
Because I don't know ball and Jason Kidd does. Let's fucking go, Matt.
Johnny Bravo, welcome to Late to the Show. We already said all of that. Johnny Bravo comes in here. Y'all complain like Pacers ain't been kicking the Mavs.
Right.
We've admitted that. That's the problem. Man shows up late to the show and then talking crap like we haven't already said that.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Johnny B. We know you always talk shit about every game so that way when they do lose, you're already ahead of everybody talking shit. So it's normal for you to talk shit. We win, you talk shit. We lose, you talk shit. Doesn't matter.
Gina Kim said, did Kidd take accountability yet, or did he praise the refs and blame it on the back-to-back? I already know where it's going to go. And
Jason Kidd take accountability? No.
Never.
Emotional damage.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, yeah, we screwed up. We should have. This was definitely the night. I got to get a thing ready. We're going to call this when we lose. We're going to call it the emotional damage section.
Oh, yeah, the emotional damage. Yeah.
Emotional damage.
Yeah,
that's what Jason Kidd did to me tonight. Emotional damage. We're not giving up. It's not giving up. This is what we had this conversation again the other day. Like, pointing out regular problems you see, whether it's game 1 or game 82, if it's the same problem from 2 years ago, you have every right to be just as frustrated because it means things aren't changing. Your coach isn't adapting. He's not doing things differently. So it's not giving up to recognize a constant problem with your team. And it doesn't make you a bad fan to admit that.
Yeah. I saw Frank says, TGK, you need a evil laugh sound bit for Kidd. Let me know if this one works for you. I work quick, man. I'm a fast worker, man.
No, Poe, you weren't right. Your score wasn't even close to right, so you were still wrong. You didn't even expect that bad of a defensive output. So, calm down, Poe. Calm down, Poe.
El Flavor says that's why I call him Pocket Hands all along. All right, man. Let's get out of here, man. By the way, if y'all don't mind going to We Talk
next up. We can lose to that the way we're
recap
playing
right now. Bulls up next. Yeah, I ain't even gonna say it's a guaranteed win, but yeah, man, y'all go over there to We Talk Mavs. The conversation continues over there. You already know they got that post game recap and they got their glow yard section as well. So y'all go check them out, man. We are done here. The vent session is over tonight. So until the Bulls game, we'll be complaining on Twitter and on Discord. So catch us there, man.
And y'all can all enjoy a day of politics tomorrow. The election.
Oh, no.
Have fun with that. That's going to be great.
Oh, no.
All right. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you at the next pregame.
Y'all be safe tomorrow, man.